Greetings everyone. Today we're going to explore solving two-step inequalities. We do have a foldable for this lesson, so make sure you have access to that. You can also jot it down in your notebook. And the nice thing about today's steps is they are exactly the same as solving one-step inequalities, our previous lesson. So step one previously was we want to undo our operations by using PEMDAS backwards. So if I use PEMDAS backwards, the first thing I want to undo is any addition or subtraction. And the second thing is multiplication or division. So really I'm thinking, what can I add or subtract? And what can I multiply or divide? Before we have step two, we have our special rule. In the moment of your steps, if you multiply or divide by a negative, you need to flip the symbol. So don't forget about that, okay? That's such a special rule. It's what's really new in this unit, so it's going to be challenging to remember. Step two, I'm going to request to help us in the graphing process that you write your answer with the variable first. Meaning, again, if you have 8's less than x, I want you to write it as x is greater than 8. Step three, you're still going to be continuing to graph your solutions on the number line. So remember open circle, closed circle, left or right, all of those rules still apply from our previous lessons. All right, so let's jump into it. We have all the tools we need to be successful in solving two steps. We're going to start by drawing a line down our inequality symbol. Remember, we want to undo any addition or subtraction, followed by any multiplication or division. So the first thing I see is a subtract 5 by the x, so I'm going to undo it and add 5. The x over 2 falls down. This symbol falls down, and negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. Our next step, undo any multiplication or division. It says x divide by 2, so we're going to times both sides by 2. Multiply and divide are opposites, so they go away. The x falls down, the symbol falls down. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Step two, my variable is written first, so we're good to go. Let's go to our number line. I'm going to label the number I'm talking about and a number on each side. Let's graph. At negative 2, I'm going to have an open circle. It says less than, so I'm going to go left. Or if the letter is first and it's pointing left, I want to shade left. Let's try another one. Line down the inequality symbol. And again, at any moment, if you need to pause a video, write down, re-listen, please do so. We want to start by undoing any addition or subtraction followed by multiplication or division. Well, let's look at my problem here. This is a positive 7. Instead of positive 7, be careful, I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. A positive and a negative 7 go away. Notice the negative 2 is part of the number 2. It falls down. 11 minus 7 is 4. Okay, be careful. Sometimes we want to add 7, right? Because we see that subtraction sign. But it doesn't belong to the 7, it belongs to the 2. Let's take a look at our next step. My next step says x is being times by negative 2, so I want to divide by negative 2. Hold up, stop for a second. We just divided by a negative. If I multiply or divide by a negative, I need to flip my sign. Right in that moment, go make that symbol really bold. Now let's go about our regular steps. The opposites go away. The x falls down. 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. The variable's written first. That's good. Let's create our number line. Negative 2 is the number I'm talking about. So I need a number on each side. Our circle on this one is going to remain open because it's just less than. It's less than, so we're going to shade left. Let's try another one. Draw a line down the inequality symbol. We want to undo any addition or subtraction and undo any multiplication or division. So step 1, instead of k plus 6, we're going to minus 6. Opposites go away, negative k falls down, and 42 minus 6 is 36. Now be careful, I'm not done. There's a negative in front of that k, so let's talk about what number's there. Technically, that's a negative 1k. That means negative 1 times k is what's happening there. So instead of times negative 1, we're going to divide both sides by negative 1. Oop, let's stop. Special rule, we just divided by a negative. So instead of to the right, my inequality now points to the left. Okay, go flip that sign, make it bold, make it stand out. Now let's calculate. The opposites go away, the k falls down. 36 divided by negative 1 is negative 36. The letter is first, so that's good. Let's graph create our number line. Negative 36 is the number we're talking about, so we need a number on each side. My circle on negative 36 will be shaded in, solid. It's solid because there is an or equals to line. It says k is less than, so we're going to go to the left. Let's try one more. Draw a line down the inequality symbol. Now on this one, it's a little confusing. Like, where is that negative, right? It's out front. So I'm going to rewrite this problem. I'm going to give that negative to the 2. You can decide which value you want to give it to, the top or the bottom. But since I'm already moving the 2, let's make it x divided by negative 2. See what I did there? I just placed it on the bottom. Alrighty, so let's undo our operations. We want to undo any addition or subtraction first. Oh, there is none on this one. So let's undo any multiplication or division. I see that x is being divided by negative 2, so I'm going to times by negative 2. Stop for a second. I just multiplied by a negative, which means I need to flip my sign. Alrighty, make that bold, make it stand out. Alrighty, the opposites go away, the x falls down. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Perfect, my letters first. On my number line, I'm going to have negative 8. Look at the order of those numbers. My dot on this one is going to be colored in, shaded, solid. Solid because it's or equals to. And again, we're going to go left. It's less than. So you might be thinking, Morfette, why is this on the 2-step lesson when we only had 1 step? We made it a 1-step problem by moving that negative to the bottom. If we would have left it on top, it would have been a 2-step problem. So you're going to have problems like this, and I just wanted to really specify. If the negative's out front, I would put it with the number. All right, those are our examples for today. Make sure, as always, you check out Google Classroom for what is your task at hand. You have the papers you need. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember our special flip the sign rule if you multiply or divide by a negative. All righty, let me know if you need anything, and until next time, have a good one.